와 근데 무대는 존나 크게 꾸몄는데.
와 무대 개 크게 꾸몄는데?
걔 또라이급 꾸몄네. 뭐몇 천석 깔아놨네. 천석 이.
정해졌네요.
정해졌습니다.
네.
자, 두 개 다 해주시기 바라겠습니다, 한 명씩. 자, 100카드로 완성됐고요, 여러분들. 자, 일단 첫 번째 밴. 이거 누구 밴인가요? 그거는 말해줘야죠, 성함씨.
Gemini, you're cuter than me, you know?
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back, everybody, to yet another day of all things Protoss Team League action. It is going to be a wonderful day, I hope. We've got some very interesting matches abound here in this final day of the regular season, I should say. We've got the Supply Block Heroes going against the Rottweilers in our final broadcast of the main stage games for the regular season of the entire season. So yeah, it's gonna be super sick. I hope we'll be talking about these matches. We've got some excellent, hopefully, analysts here today to talk to us and everything. So it should hopefully be pretty sick. So yeah, we are going to quickly talk about what happened yesterday as well. So if you don't want spoilers, you did not get to watch yet, and all that good stuff, mute and look away for a moment. I'll give you a second to realize I'm doing this, and then I will go ahead and do it. And that's right now. Great. All right, here we go. This is what happened yesterday. This is what happened yesterday. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So yesterday we had the Frogify Rip Battalion go against Corsair Blue Wings, and actually showing that they eliminated Corsair from the tournament by beating them. The Frogify Redemption arc, the Goober run is starting to happen here for Frogify. Being down, I think it was down 0-3. They were down 0-3 earlier in the season, and then they have won the last two matches to now put themselves within qualifying position, provided that my team, the Rainers Raptors, does not get to an ace match this week. Even if we lose the ace match, as long as we get there, then we are secured as the third seed. If we do not get to the ace match this week, then Frogify actually is going to win out and barely qualify. Right? That's how that works. Because we are 13-11 right now. We are 13-11. Hold up. Why does that work? We're 13-11. We're +2. So if we lose 4-2, that puts us at 15 and 15. Oh, right, because that puts us at equal map. We're both at 0, and then Frogify beat us, so then they also went head-to-head. So that means yes. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yep. I was just confirming it in my own head. So yes, what I said was correct, and I was not wrong at all. So yes, as long as we get to the ace match, we literally only need to win 3 maps. That's all that's needed for us to qualify. If we don't do that, then we are out, and Frogify do what the Goobers couldn't, and will be qualifying into the Deciders match. So that's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that, of course. On the other side of things, we saw the Low Scale Apologists actually handing May the Forge be with you their first loss. And interestingly enough, that does put them at a 4-1 +5 scoreline. So that means then if the Goblins Bizarre Adventure can actually beat out the United States of Protoss this week with a decent map score, that would actually then bump May the Forge be with you down to rank number 2, which they have been, they have been solidly keeping rank 1 this entire time. So it would be pretty interesting. It would be very interesting if at the very tail end of the season, they end up losing out just barely with one poor match, to then lose out on the number 1 spot. So a very interesting scenario coming out right there as well. Could be very interesting. And today, we are going to be watching the Rottweilers go against Supply Block Heroes. Now, unfortunately, the Rottweilers have been eliminated since last week. There's no way for them to qualify anymore. However, Supply Block Heroes, if they get a nice win here with a pretty good map score as well, and then if the Itty Bitty Banana Committee doesn't win with a poor map score, then there's also a chance that Supply Block Heroes could maybe jump forward ahead if things go really, 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 really well. So still a decent chance for some switch-ups on the seeding for the deciding matches, but the Supply Block Heroes are locked in for the playoffs along with the Itty Bitty Banana Committee. So, yeah, that's not too much of a deciding factor. So again, just to reiterate, as I said yesterday too, the goal was to stream Goblin's Bizarre Adventure versus the United States of Protoss, since that obviously is a more important match, and also it was two of the teams that have not gotten as much mainstream time as the other teams. But unfortunately, the scheduling for one of the matches did not quite work out, and we could not get that played in time. So I wasn't able to actually stream that, unfortunately, even though I did want to. So unfortunately, then we had to go over to the Frogify Corsair match, which was still very nice to watch and still had good implications. But we did cast a lot of Frogify this season. So I'm sorry that they ended up getting more stream time compared to the other teams, but that's just how it unfortunately ended up having to go, as I did try to keep it as equal as possible, but it is what it is. But anyways, we are going to be going into the match here, which is hopefully going to be a mega banger, which is going to be none other than the Rottweilers versus Supply Block Heroes. And with me today to talk about those matches are going to be a couple of analysts right here, which I also forgot to update the score to not be updated from yesterday. Whoopsies. Sewer Badger and Character are here today with me. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome back, Character. I'm excited to hear your extremely epic and on-point analysis takes, such as forgot obs and forgot whatever. So yes, welcome back, Character.
Forgot obs, forgot shield battery.
Yes.
Forgot what happened in the previous match.
Hey, you're far better off than I am. I forgot my brain somewhere.
Yes, also Sewer Badger joining as well, back onto the analysis desk after joining us for the caster's desk a couple weeks ago. Welcome back, Sewer. How you feeling?
I am feeling deader than someone who's 6 feet under, but I'm happy to be here.
That's excellent.
There's actually someone whose sleep schedule is worse than mine because he's 3 hours ahead of me and he's still awake.
Yeah, that's absurd. Actually, I appreciate you guys sacrificing your own lives for what is going to be about 2 hours of shitty content. So I do appreciate that very much. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, anytime.
Excellent. So yes, we're going to be having some excellent matches, hopefully. The first one is going to be Legoland Man going against Xenodactyl. This one should definitely be very interesting here. Xenodactyl, of course, being the cannon rusher of the team, as there's so many of those of the season for some reason. So yeah, Sewer Badger, I don't know, do you have any thoughts about what maybe could be happening here, or what maybe just anything you expect?
I expect cannons, I expect Legoland Man to panic a little bit, and I expect Xenodactyl to throw somehow.
Yes, it's a good possibility. Character, do you agree with that?
I don't know if Legoland Man will panic. I mean, he's I don't feel like he's the type of player to panic, and he's had like all week to prep. But they're around the same MMR, and the prediction I had made was that they'd go 1-1. Like, I think Xeno would at least take a map, and Legoland Man would just defend the other one.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward to get a cannon rush win, I would feel like, in the lower pools. I feel like it's very easy to, even if you know that your opponent knows that you will cannon rush, I think it's still very possible to just snap some wins, of course, because it is obviously a very difficult thing to defend in the lower leagues, I would say. So a 1-1 coming from Character makes a little bit of sense. Sewer Badger, do you think it's going to be a 1-1 or a 2-0 somewhere?
Last I heard, Xenodactyl was sitting at about 4K with cannon rushes.
I thought it was 4.2.
Yeah, my information was dated about at least 3 months ago. meaning that I
Very
think
up to
it's going
date.
to be solid 1-1. I think it's going to be a 1-1.
All right, everyone taking the beta cuck answers. I appreciate that. Very nice. So some 1-1s on the board here as our predictions for the first series. Not too unexpected, to be honest, but yes. Anyways, thank you, gentlemen, for your thoughts as we're going to run right over into it. To the caster's desk as well, because with me today is actually going to be a new caster joining the field. It is none other than Tolo joining us here for a shit ton of PvPs as a Zerg player. So hello, Tola. Welcome to the caster's desk.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, man. No problem. Thank you for signing up. This is the first time I've ever talked to you, and that sounds so mean. This is the first time I've ever heard your voice, is what I meant to say. I've never actually talked to you on voice. So welcome, welcome. Hopefully you will enjoy the not Zergs today. Maybe you can hope that character will roll Zerg as random, because otherwise you're getting only Protosses.
Yeah, definitely. Wish that character will get Zerg at least twice. So, and I mean, otherwise, I think PvP is not really complicated. So, it's not TBT.
Yeah, true. At least we're not gonna watch fucking tanks and marines just sit on absolutely just doing nothing for 20 minutes after a smorgasbord of random tech units get thrown at each other and nothing happens. And they both lose the same amount of SCVs. So you're correct in that regard. So that's nice. Do you have any thoughts about the first match that we've got here between Xeno and Legoland Man?
I mean, I played versus Legoland in the past, a long time ago. I never played against Xeno, but they look like they're very similar level. I can see it going both ways. I can see it being 2-0 for Xeno, 2-0 for Legoland. Or it can be 1-1. But I think it's kind of unlikely. I think if someone wins the first game, it's just going to be 2-0. It's going to either 2-0 for Xen or for Legoland.
Interesting. I feel like if that's true, I feel like it will be more so towards Legoland Man, because I feel like if Xeno's able to get a win with the cannon rush in game 1 or something, I feel like there's more tendency that he will then be the one to then end up going 1-1. And like Legoland will be able to adapt properly to make sure he doesn't lose to 2 cannons in a row. That's how I feel about it. But if it is going to be a 2-0, I think it is going to be Legoland taking the 2-0. That's my opinion.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna get started getting into this one. It is going to be the Rottweilers going against Supply Block Heroes. Let's get into it. All right, and here we go into our first game of the day with a wrong color selection coming out from Legoland Man. That's incredible. But on the bottom right-hand side, going for the pylon next to his Nexus, as is expected, it is none other than the Cannon Rusher himself, Xenodactyl. And on the... Oh, you can get it. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to go and hog them.
Left, from Great Britain, playing Protoss, it's Legoland man, about to get cannon rushed.
Very true. And the cannons are, or the pylons, I should say, are already starting to warp in right here, and actually going to be able to get a block on the top of the ramp here. Legoland Man's not actually focus firing the ones on the right-hand side. We'll be just selecting the one on the left here to instantly DPS that down as fast as possible. Cancels one of them actually to make sure that the probe can get to the right side, and then just remakes another pylon instead of a second cannon, which is interestingly it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why you want to make a cannon there, but regardless, it feels like some of these cannons might start to get up if we don't get a nice big pull here, and that's what we're going to do here. Let's see if we can actually kill some of these off.
It's pretty hard to tell for me because it's light blue and dark blue, but it looks like the cannon on the low ground has went down and the cannon on the high ground will go down as well from the south, and the gateway is just not going to do much, so it's definitely a good start for Legoland.
Oh my
god.
Guys, the fucking the team intros were longer than the first game. What the fuck? Oh boy. Wow, yeah, well that's the game, isn't it?
It looks like it. I mean, it's Protoss players, so they probably won't leave the game, but...
Yeah, no, if there's anything to get from the last time we saw Xeno up here, when he played versus Mars Bar and his cannon rush got defended, he absolutely does not leave the game, that's for sure. And I mean, here we go with a second probe to get thrown in here, and a couple more pylons. This has some extra potential if Legoland doesn't actually respect this, because he's not making anything out of his gateway for some reason.
Yeah.
And he's actually blocked out with the Zealot. Uh-oh. Hold up. Oh, never mind. We're gonna lose both probes. Never mind.
He might actually wall off here. Oh, but we got a gateway. I don't know if that's what we need, but there's a stalker halfway down already, so it's a tiny sticking for Xenodactyl to place any cannons.
Oh my god.
So yeah, third stalker.
Bro, the balls to make a Nexus right now when you have a... this is all still happening in your main base is hilarious. I mean, he's still gonna win, but it's really fucking funny that he's thinking to prioritize a Nexus of all things in this situation. And we're now also attacking the gateways instead of the pylon, which is a much easier way to deny the production of these units. There we go, finally.
And we're getting a guy on the low ground. And it's just kind of desperate function of the active here. And the Zealot will go out, but like... maybe it will get a probe or two, because Legoland wasn't really looking, but... I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point, I think.
I mean, hilariously enough, though, is that Legoland hasn't actually been making enough probes this whole time, and so that one Zealot killing that one probe actually puts Xeno ahead in the worker count right now. So this Nexus is still obviously about to come up, and that will double the amount of production that Legoland can have, but hilariously enough, the income advantage for Xeno is currently better than his opponents, and so I don't know if that's actually going to mean anything. However, this is, you know, not exactly the best follow-up, I would necessarily say, from Legoland so far.
I mean, I would just say that Legoland could just go in, kill the pylon in the main, and just ask Xenodactyl to tap out, but... there is literally one pylon powering all the structures and the cannon in the mineral line.
Yeah, that is actually hilarious. This is the Artosis. There's been a couple Artosis pylons this season so far. I remember there being one in Echo Soldier's game as well, on one of the side streams that was clipped, but this is absolutely a massive Artosis pylon moment. Unfortunately, he's also supply blocked at 23. There's literally nothing else happening in the game except for what's happening right here in front of his base, and he actually got supply blocked again, so that's kind of hilarious. The Adept comes in and will get shooed away by the cannon and the two stalkers. So I really wonder what Xeno's follow-up plan here is going to be. It looks like it's just going to probably get a War Prism and then use this 3 gateways. No, it's a Robo Bay immediately. What in the world? Okay.
These Raptors and just gambling that Legoland will not micro his units and just lose, I guess.
Hilariously, what the fuck? Hilariously, we are going straight into charge as Legoland Man of all things. So, just imagine that our opponent is just spamming out only zealots, and then we have disruptors to throw out and kill all of them. Imagine a world where that happens, because that would actually be really funny. And hilariously enough as well, there's only 2 gateways worth of production for Legoland Man. He's been full on going on the probes. If Xeno had literally just gone 3 gate prism after this, I think he would have just won the game. Because there's so little back at home here for Legoland Man, actually.
Yeah, the income is going higher and higher for Legoland right now. So every second that Xeno is not attacking, it's getting worse. But I think, yeah, definitely if he would attack earlier and Lego would just be focused on the probing and everything, he might have died. Only 1 battery in the natural as well. So. But now the Immortals on the way, that there is 3 gateways, 4 gateways about to be changing into warp gates, and yeah. I think it's just a matter of time for Pterodactyl is going to get A moves, unless the Disruptor does something miraculous. Which might happen. It's possible.
He's expanding and he's going Colossus afterwards instead. I am actually just like so confused as to what's happening. The Disruptor is getting rallied across the map with 3 Stalkers as well.
I got spotted.
I'm blown away. I don't actually even understand. I can't. My brain is ceasing to work. He almost killed his own Stalkers with the Disruptor, and then he gets surrounded by all the Zealots, and none of them get home with the recall. That was the greatest attack I think I've ever seen.
Oh no. And now we're getting Temper Archives for Legoland, man. As well. I mean, the Colossi. It's not Marines. It's Zealots, so it will probably not work. I mean, it's a lot of Zealots. It's 1 Colossus, yes. It's not even a battery here.
Hey man, 1 Colossus. This has got it. Imagine if we still had that Disruptor and we just shot a Disruptor ball right as the gate died and all the Zealots were clumped up.
Yeah, and if we just had moved across the map with 3 Stalkers and a Disruptor, it's gonna be possible. Fast.
Oh man.
Colossus getting the damage. 1 kill, 2 kills.
Oh, man,
Almost
look at
3
him go.
kills.
Look at him go.
You're actually getting a lot of value because Lego is just killing the structures.
Yeah, I'm actually so confused what Legoland Man is doing. Actually, he's finding a way to throw this in ways I never thought possible. He's gonna actually be able to kill the Immortal too if he doesn't. Oh, nice little pickup, nice little pickup. I respect that at least. But the double Archon should now essentially end it here. Question mark.
I mean, we don't have product. Oh, we have 3 gates and a Robo Steel.
Yeah, we do still have some production actually.
Xena doesn't have income. It's on 1 base versus 3 base. And it's not ZVT, so... Yeah, I mean the extras I don't think the Zealots are the play versus Colossi. The Colossi is pretty good. 6 kills, still 130 HP. No, now we started thermal lance, okay. So you're just betting on this 1 Colossi, winning the game.
Wait. we don't need more units. He realized, wait a minute, I need to be able to micro this Colossus from further back. I've been doing so good with this, I need to do it even better. And now an observer as well, because we are just a little worried about DTs actually in this situation. We don't need to get any units right now. This single Colossus is apparently enough here. We just need to get some detection and a little bit of extra range as well.
I mean, the Colossus plus 8 kills, and it's all probably Zealot, so... I don't think he's wrong. I think he's just 7 minutes too late. If it was 7 minutes earlier, then maybe
Yeah.
he'll win. Of course.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, the Observer is good because you know what counters Dark Templars? Colossi. But not wrong.
Yeah, very good point. You know, last season we had we were like teasing the idea of like season awards or whatever, and we were wondering who would win the most coped award or whatever. This season, the winner of that award 100% is Xenodactyl. This is without a doubt one of the most coped out games I think I've ever seen of StarCraft 2.
The extended thermal lance is finished, and we have a war prison.
Unlucky.
There's literally infinite micro potential with the Colossus. With the war prison. So, do you think one Colossus is going to kill 11 Stalkers, 3 Mortals, and 6 Zealots?
Hold up. We got 2 Adepts in the third base, running to the natural now. We're one-shotting these probes, one at a time. Excellent focus fire here from Xenodactyl, getting the probes, but unfortunately now he's forgotten to do that and has lost all of them because there's nothing else to do on the map for some reason except put a pylon.
He's also 100 supply down, which is pretty unfortunate. I don't doesn't matter right now as the Colossus.
Oh, the sick pickup! Oh my god! Oh,
the hero Colossus has fallen.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he lost right there. That was insane.
Unlucky with the Colossus. Only 110 supply down.
Yeah, no.
Should have stayed in for a bit more.
The 4 Colossus, man, had all the hopes and dreams written all over it. So sad. So sad.
It's actually funny that the Colossus held for so long.
Oh, I know, it's actually kind of insane.
Just...
The fact that he just kept targeting the buildings instead of just attacking the army was kind of funny. Oh boy.
I mean, it was safe, so I understand it.
Alright, well, we're gonna go into the next game here. We'll see if any, if we got a better defense against the cannons this time, which would be honestly impressive because the last game was near impeccable when it comes to the initial defense of the cannons. The follow-up was a little bit weird, but the actual defense at first was very nice. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. Do you want to go ahead and handle the intros, Mr. Tolo?
I can. Currently 0-1 down in the top left corner of Ghost River. From Platinum Heroes, it's Xenodactyl, the Cannon Rusher. Again, I think. And in the top right, from Great Britain, 1-0 up in this series, also playing Protoss, also playing with blue, it's Legoland Man.
I'm blown away that Legoland is 1 gate expanding right now. I'm actually blown away. Why would you ever do this against a cannon rusher? Look at that, he's just gonna get walled out. What the fuck? What is Legoland Man doing?
He thought that Xeno is a changed man, but he isn't.
What the fuck? What? I mean, so yeah, we'll be able to kill these pylons because we pulled basically every probe. Somehow Xenodactyl is going to allow the cannon to get surrounded as well, which means that is a cancel. Hold up, no way Xeno loses this game too. What, right? Surely not. Surely not. 1 gate good versus cannon rush? No, isn't it terrible? Because they just fucking... Because your shit is so far away. And you have to go both, you have to defend both the high and low ground. What the fuck?
This looks like he's just placing random pylons everywhere.
I know.
Oh, he worked himself out. Ooh. Not like the Zealot is out.
Wait,
and
this is a
another
wall?
one. Yeah, it is.
That, you can't go between the... What?
No, the minerals got worked with the pylon.
That's insane.
Wait. So, why are we not killing the pylon on the high ground to get rid of vision? I don't know, but I mean, it will work as well, so.
All right. Well,
Oh, he's
look.
going to well him in the side. Okay. Getting a cyber core. Bro, Legoland has no fear. And he's not getting a cyber core. Like, in a matter of time, he's just going to place a Nexus next to a Zealot producing all of the game.
Well, we do have one Zealot out here for Xenodactyl, and the Zealot of Legoland Man is currently caged in. Will finally now find its way back out here. Cybercore's about to finish as well, so once the Zealot is killed off, which it definitely will be, I feel like yet again we are going to be quite cooking pretty well here for Legoland Man.
Legoland barely
Unless, hold up, there's still 2 more probes coming across, and we've abandoned the natural. Oh my god, no way. Surely not, right?
There is no vision on the high ground, so I don't know if it does anything.
Oh my god, the gateway's unpowered.
Not Zealot. Okay. Xeno is trying so hard to make this work.
Oh, wait, where's the Zealot? Oh, it got sent. There's a Zealot sent across the map here for Legoland Man. Is killing a bunch of probes as well. This is an absolute fiesta. What the hell? The Stalker is out though now, and there's nothing to contest that. Oh wait, no, the cannon's actually gonna finish.
Yeah,
Hold up, Legoland Man needs to make sure that Stalker doesn't die. Okay, thank God. Holy
It
shit.
doesn't matter. Just kill the background pylon. It was a gas maybe. Like,
Bro, this Zealot is going to kill every probe in the main.
definitely wrong micro. Wrong Xenodactyl. Oh,
Oh my
two probes
God.
survived. He can still cannon rush. Why leave the game? Oh, the probe is dead. Okay, we're targeting the
Alright.
gateway on the low ground.
Wait, quick. When does Xeno leave the game?
What
time?
All stuff is deleted.
Guess the time.
The time?
Yes.
6:30.
6:30? I'm saying 7:13.
Ooh.
That's my guess. Look,
Oh,
we're
because Stacy-
look, we're expanded. We just killed every probe in the other person's base. We just killed everyone. Why are we expanding? Just send everything across that we've won the game. Oh my god. This is why I said 7:13. No,
Oh.
damn it.
Ooh.
God
that's a
damn
quick
it.
lead.
I was about to, I was so sure that Xeno was gonna actually stay in for this for so long. Like that. Oh my god. That's insane that he actually left right there.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh well. Jesus Christ. Well, that was a series of cannon rushes, wasn't it?
That was definitely a series of cameras.
Yeah, I don't even. All right, that was just wow, incredible. Let's go to talk to the analysts because surely they're gonna have a lot to say about that one. So, yeah, hello, analysts. Hello. An incredible set of cannon rushes there by our boy Xenodactyl. Sewer Badger, your thoughts on those beautifully executed rushes?
I know I huff tanks of freaking copium at a time, but watching Xenodactyl do all of that, I felt glorified for a moment there. That one tank was a good average. That was so much fucking cope.
Yes.
I've not seen cope like that since the freaking Boston Tea Party.
The Boston Tea Party was full of cope? What? Wait, what?
Yeah, there were cope
What was
they could
particularly
actually
cope
talk
about the Boston Tea Party? Hold on, wait, no, I needed to get to the bottom of this. What is cope about the Boston Tea Party?
Well, the cope at the Boston Tea Party is that they were thinking they were rebelling, but as a matter of fact, they would just ship more of it over, and it was just even more terrible. Then they just get, it was dumb from every aspect.
I see. Okay. Yes, a lot of cope, just like the ye old Boston Tea Party. I agree. Character, your expert analysis here from that series.
Well, I mean, Legoland Man was pretty on top of the defense. I mean, even though he did miss some probes in the first game, like, he'd shut the cannon rush down pretty quickly, and, like, I think the game was over pretty much the moment he expanded. Even, like, the moment the probes went into his base, I think in both games he had 2 probes on top of each probe, so he was just, like, on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's actually great defense. Like, he literally got on top of all the cannons, got on top of the pros, make sure they were constantly stressed, and made it difficult for Xeno to keep them alive. So I agree with that. That was actually very well done. I think there was still a couple moments where he laxed the defense a little bit, and the possible second wave of probes where they just walk in a little bit later and then they throw down like 5 cannons at a time definitely could have been an issue, but unfortunately I think Xenodactyl maybe dropped the ball there, and yeah, I think this was Xenodactyl losing a little bit more at times as well than
especially in like the
winning.
second game where like there was a moment where it could have been dicey, but then the one zealot walked across the map and killed all the probes,
Yeah.
so it didn't matter because now there's no income to make cannons.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that watching StarCraft is fun, but watching like crippled, handicapped Wings of Liberty start games that start from the 4-minute mark. No thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good effort from Xeno, of course, to at least try it out, and you know, all power to him for sticking to his guns. Does what he does best, it seems, and unfortunately, did not quite end up making it work out this time. So, unfortunately, we'll be losing 0-2 here, but we will be going into the next match, which is going to be New Horizons versus Uncle Toby. Another PvP, likely much less cannons this time, though. And something a little bit more standard, I would say. So, character, any thoughts here about this upcoming match?
I believe New Horizons plays pretty standard, right? And he's done pretty well in the regular season. He went like 4-1, because like one match was 1-1, and then he got an extra win from an ace match, and. I don't know. I wouldn't be. I don't exactly know how he plays PvP, but considering he plays pretty standard, I think I've also seen. I'm pretty sure like both of these Protoss players play pretty standard, so I wouldn't be surprised to see like a 2-gate blink versus 2-gate blink, sort of thing. But I don't know if that's if that's what they do in PvP.
Right. Sewer, any ideas?
I have not seen either of these players play PvP. I've seen New Horizons PvT and PvZ, but no PvP. However, I got a jar on my team. Uncle Toby 2-0.
Oh, damn. All right. Very bold move. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I went with the very unspicy 1-1. I also remember checking their MMR. They're both like the same MMR if I recall correctly.
Oh, nice. That's good. Nice even match here. I also totally didn't even realize, I forgot what team you're on, character, but you're on Eba's team.
Yep.
I didn't even realize that you were on the supply block heroes. I forgot.
We're both on each team, but like I made all my predictions beforehand.
Oh wait, yeah, the fuck, Sewer's on Rottweilers. What the fuck? Oh, I totally didn't even realize this. Oh, yeah.
So the way that I did this is that I made all my predictions beforehand before I knew the results. That's why my prediction for game 1 was wrong.
Nice. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you doing that. That's very nice. And yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot that both of you guys are literally on these teams. So, great. Yeah, obviously you should be talking without spoilers. That's always great. But yeah, great. Okay, cool. So we got a 2-0 prediction and another 1-1 coming out here from character. Very nice. Thank you very much. That's all I've got. Great. Okay, I'm going to Tolo. Bye-bye. Great, let's go to talk to Tolo, the caster, the co-caster. Hello, Tolo. Welcome back.
Hello.
Awesome. You excited for some more PvP action here?
Always.
Excellent. Likely not going to be getting some more cannons this time, so you'll have to actually try to navigate your way through a more normal PvP this time, Mr. Zerg player.
Okay. I'll be fine.
Excellent. Oh my god, they chose the right colors, thank god.
Ooh.
Actually, never mind. New Horizons did it, but that's okay. It's close enough. All right. Here we go into our second series of the day, spawning on the top right-hand side of the map, playing for the Rottweilers, one of the newcomers of the league. Actually, the entirety of the Rottweilers is all newcomers, first-time players, so that's always really cool to see. It is playing in the orange, Uncle Toby. And on the bottom left... Oh! Sorry, I keep stealing them. Go ahead.
Bottom left. No problem. Playing with Rotos. With purple. In the bottom left, I said already. It's New Horizon from Platinum Heroes, Supply Block Heroes.
The Platinum Supply Block Heroes. Indeed. Indeedly do. And yes, already we have 0 cannons being made, so it's very cool. Uncle Toby, amazingly, is actually putting his first gateway away from the wall, maybe expecting New Horizons to go for a cannon rush, interestingly enough. I'm not really sure what the read there is, because I don't feel like New Horizons is someone that particularly enjoys cannons, but perhaps Toby is just, that's just kind of what he does. Just, that's the way he's comfortable with defending cannon rushes, is just always going for that gateway away from the ramp there. And I mean, there's no real huge downside to that, other than the fact that your cyber core then is in the wall itself, which then means that it is a little bit more susceptible to proxy robo or a 3-gate prism all-ins or something like that, because it can get targeted. But if you don't expect your opponent to do something like that, then it's a nice way to just always blindly try to counter cannon rushes.
Yeah, and you... Maybe if you don't know if your opponent is going to do it, but if you do it yourself, it definitely negates the downside of the cyber card, because there is a pylon in the New Horizons triangle part. 2 adepts right now, Wargate from both of the players. Sentry from New Horizons, so he is going to scout with the hallucination. And I think New Horizons saw the lack of the second pylon.
Oh.
So he might... Ooh, I think, yeah, he saw it.
That's an instant scout there by New Horizons. Very well done. Very on point by him to, yes, like you said, see the lacking pylon and just immediately send out a probe to go and double check exactly what's going on. Actually blocks the natural as well. I feel like that's extremely unnecessary because you just saw the proxied robo, so that's kind of just a waste of 75 minerals right there. So, yeah, a bit strange, but regardless, we'll be contesting this pylon now, but it's a little bit risky to do so, considering you open Sentry Stalker instead of Double Stalker. So he does need to be a little bit careful here.
The Sentry is under attack from the adepts. New Horizon doesn't seem to notice it, and it is going to go down. Maybe a force field to block the adept. No, really, the adepts are probably going to get away, but the Immortal is on the way. So if New Horizon can snipe that pylon, it will definitely be baked. And you're shading on top of the stalkers with the adepts. Before the stalkers arrive, so one adept is going down. Now the Immortal is going to pop, definitely. New Horizon cannot stop it, or the warp gate from both of the players finishing. The robo facility from New Horizon as well, and right now he has to come back to the main stage because there's just too much. From Uncle Toby, 1 Immortal, 2 Stalkers and an Adept versus soon to be 4 Stalkers. Without the battery in the high ground actually. I mean there is one in the mineral line.
There's also a supply block here as well, though, and no pylon being remade here. This is looking extremely bad for New Horizons. In fact, so bad that I think he's actually about to just lose the game because he literally cannot make anything. And there's an Immortal and 4 Stalkers in his base. Another nothing is powered right now except for a shield battery in his main mineral line. I'm not quite sure why that was even made there, as he got the scout off so early, and a no GG! Coming out of New Horizons, an extremely French move, coming out of the player for Supply Block Heroes. Oh my god. Damn. Yeah, I'll call it when I see it. I will call it when I see it. Damn, I mean, wow, this is a little bit of a spicy match here. I mean, that was a quick little 3-0 so far. Is this going to be a 4-0 out of nowhere by the Rottweilers to just get a nice quick win after they're already eliminated?
What if it's a 6-0?
What's up?
What if it's a 6-0 actually?
Oh, that would be spicy. That would be insanely spicy.
I mean, they're on the right route. I mean, maybe now there will be a cannon rush from New Horizon because he is pissed.
That would be
We'll see.
funny. Ghost River is not a bad map for it, I think, as well.
I mean, short distance. We saw you can do a cage behind the natural minerals. So yeah, we'll see.
Very possible. Legoland Man also saying in chat that all we needed was to be casted earlier. We shine in the spotlight. Did they win when I casted them last time? No, they didn't. So this is just that's just an incorrect statement at Legoland Man. That's fine. All right, we're gonna go into the next game here. I did cast you. I did cast you guys. I casted you last week. I did indeed cast you last week.
Spawning here in the top right of Ghost River being 101 currently with the proxy robo in the last game. It's Uncle Toby. You wanna do the other one?
I was playing Caster Chicken. Top left-hand side of Ghost River. Unfortunately, not responding to the proxy robo in time. Well, actually, he responded to it literally perfectly in time. He just didn't respond to it correctly, actually, is what I should be saying. And got absolutely blasted the fuck out of the game, but luckily did not pull a Makoto and leave the entire league. It is New Horizons. But yeah, I'm actually surprised, given that he scouted it so early, opening for Sentry Stalker. I mean, I guess I get the idea when you scout it so early and you're like, oh, well, I've seen it so early. Surely I should be able to just deny this from happening at all, right? But if you open Sentry Stalker, it's not... You don't actually have the tools to do that. You have to have opened Double Stalker initially, seeing that there was no second pylon. Like, we saw the no second pylon, we instantly scouted, and then to get the Sentry afterwards... If you want to try and actually deny the pylon and the robo from happening, you should be going Double Stalker. If you want to just see that it's a proxy and then have the Sentry for later to double check to make sure he's not like faking you or something, that's fine. But then you can't actually commit to trying to deny it because you just don't have, like, a Stalker and Sentry doesn't do that. Like, if he had just sat back instead with that and just tried to play more defensive, he would have had a better option or better potential to win the game there.
Yeah, maybe even if you went to try to cancel, but just didn't lose the sentries. I think that was the big point. Like, he lost the one sentry to adepts, then the other one, and then
yeah, that's true. He like continued to attack the pylon when the adepts came up. When, especially now that sentries have been buffed, he could have just taken the fight against the adepts. He actually would have been totally fine doing that. He would have actually won the fight against the adept, and then he could have gone back and started targeting the pylon again. So, just losing that first adept for nothing was a bit rough for sure. The first sentry, I mean.
Now we see a pylon block from New Horizon on the natural of Toby. There is no block on New Horizon natural, so I'm assuming he will take that. Canceling the pylon with the natural. And just overall running with the probes, trying to cancel the base and trying to look for tech, as we see a Stargate from Uncle Toby and no tech from New Horizon just yet. And now we see it is at Twilight.
Yeah, that's not too surprising. I feel like that New Horizons is definitely a Blinky boy for sure. A standard Blinky boy himself will be going into that Twilight. The Stargate should be interesting here from Uncle Toby. Instant Forge as well from New Horizons. Wow, okay, that's like some old school PvP stuff right there. I feel like we don't normally see these super quick forges anymore with the Twilight openers, so that'll be a little bit interesting. We'll kind of limit the amount of units that he can really afford to get here as well. And versus a Stargate opener, you do kind of want to make sure you can get a healthy amount of Stalkers to be able to split up your units on the in the main base and keep enough out at the front as well. Interestingly enough, I love this move by Uncle Toby. Going around the ramp here and actually going to be catching New Horizons, who's being a little bit too greedy with his unit placement and is going to lose potentially all of his units because there's not even a shield battery back at home as well. Oh my, he's just...
What?
Whoa.
Red? I think that's quick, no? That's...
What the
Wow.
fuck?
What the hell just happened?
Okay, well, that was
We
a
got the GG this
4-0.
time, at least.
That was a 4-0. And quite possibly, I'm serious, that actually could have been the quickest 4-0 in ATL history. Like, any of the seasons, I would be hard-pressed to find a series that resulted in a 4-0 quicker than that just did. That was literally like 30 minutes of time of actual games. Not like, we've been live for 50 minutes, but 20 of that was the waiting screen, and then about 13 or 14 was the intro and the desk.
Yeah, it was really quick. If not Xenodactyl, it would be even quicker, but I mean, it's still pretty quick.
Yeah, no, the fact that that series ended quicker than the Xenodactyl series is kind of hilarious. Like, I was so expecting of all of the series to be really quick. It was going to obviously be the Cannon Rush one, but no, apparently that was just insanely, oh my god. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
Nothing to say, really. I mean, it's 4-0.
Yeah,
We
fair
have
enough.
one series left. The one that I'm most hyped about, because there is not 100% of PvP, 33% of PvP. I'm going to be very happy if it's Protoss twice, but hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. But anyways, I'm going to go over to the desk to talk to them. Much less about that last series and more about the series that they are going to be coming up next, because that is literally going to be them playing against each other. So that's going to be way more interesting to talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as we join the upcoming players on the desk here. Yeah, unless you really have something interesting to say, I don't want to
Not
talk about
really.
that last series at all, actually.
Good, because like I was watching, but like at the last second, I was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? I don't know.
I was watching that whole thing and realizing there were many times that New Horizons could have taken the game. You know, if he hadn't lost the sentries, if he hadn't, been expecting Uncle Toby to just blindly waltz up a choke point ramp and obligingly eat a few force fields. But if New Horizons had just a little more respect for for what Uncle Toby's going to do, I think that would have equalized into a macro. Seen that going about 15. Those two definitely seemed equal in the micro and the macro.
I disagree. I refuse to elaborate.
It's a bit unfortunate too, because New Horizons also saying in chat that is like literally the first time out of all the times he's played Proxy Robo that he actually tried to deny it from happening instead of just sitting back, which is what he would normally do. So I actually feel that so hard, because I've had so many times where that's the case in my games too, where it's just like the one single time that I decide to try and do a different response for some weird reason. Like it's like this out of body moment where you like are seeing yourself make these decisions that you don't agree with, 2 question completely, and 3 can't stop yourself from doing for some reason. And you just know it's wrong, but you are doing it anyway, and then you end up losing. It's like actually the most frustrating thing ever. So,
or you don't have experience with it, so you don't know how this is going to turn out. Like,
yeah, exactly.
At least if you do something, you have an idea how it's going to go.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there for New Horizons, and yeah, that's just one of those series that you for sure just will be forgetting about until until never. Honestly, you just literally just erase that from your brain, because that is the most useless series you've probably ever played. But it is what it is. Their team is still qualified for the playoffs regardless, so they don't have to worry too much about it. New Horizons will get some more shots to be playing on the main stage as well once the deciders matches do roll around. So hopefully he'll be able to redeem himself back then next when we do that. So anyways, the next match though we're going to do is, in fact, the 2 people here with me on the desk themselves. They are going to be playing each other in a best of 2 with Character as random and Sewer Badger as the Protoss player. So obviously you guys know the results because you played this. But how about just talk about your maybe thoughts before going into it, and any prep you did or anything like that. Sewer, what did you do? I guess before the match.
I'm gonna let character lead for
okay.
a second here.
Sure thing.
Okay, so up until this match, I had gone 1-1, and I went 1-1 against Makoto, and I rolled Terran twice in that game. I went 1-1 against Angrath, and I won the game that I played as Terran. But Terran is currently my lowest MMR race, and I figured, well, there was no real stakes for this match, because even if we lost as hard as possible, we still come out of the group in 3rd place. So I was like, you know what, Sewer Badger, if you want, I will off race as Terran for this match. And he accepted that, even though there's only like a 300 MMR gap between his Protoss and my Protoss, but he really didn't want to play another PvP. So I was like, okay, what's the worst that could happen? I'll probably go 1-1 again and colossally fuck up at least one game. Hopefully not 2, but I'm sure I can take a game. That's what I was thinking before the game. So anyway, what was my plan? Well, for the most part, basically in 2 out of the 3 Terran games, I just opened like Rax Expand Mind Drop. But he told me before the game that he was going to 4-gate Blink. And I was like, oh, so I can't Mind Drop then, I gotta do something else. But for the most part, I had been opening Series Standard as Terran. And then if I felt like I just played really bad, I would just cheese the next game. So, yeah.
Excellent. All right. Some incredible excuses being set up here before the match. Very interesting. Sewer Badger.
My plan going into this was 2-0 no matter the cost.
Oh,
I was going to go 4-gate Blink into Charge Lock Colossus, and I was going to bring hell to the Terran.
No, like you can literally look in Discord. It's somewhere. It's under buried. It's not worth looking for it anyway.
Yeah,
that's so based.
Yeah, I was going to bring hell, and come hell or high water, I was taking the 2-0.
Goddamn.
It's not an excuse, it's what happened. He said before the game he was going to 4-gate Blink.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
Relax. I'm joking.
I said before the game, I'm going to 4-gate Blink. I neglected to mention the Charge Lot Colossus follow-up, but, I mean...
Yeah, you know, that saying the opener enough is super Giga Chad.
It's pretty based, to be honest.
Yeah, that's actually so sick. All right, well then I guess we'll see what happens here with this this Blink Stalker 4-gate attack, as now we know what will happen for the first 5 minutes. That's very cool. It'll be great for me and Tolo to decide what to talk about during those times, but regardless, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for your thoughts about what you were doing beforehand, and yeah, we'll see what the winner ended up being after this as we go over to our wonderful caster desk with Tolo, as we do now know what is going to be happening in this game, apparently.
Yeah, so we wanted to avoid spoilers, so we don't know the score, but we know exactly what is going to happen, and we know exactly what is not going to happen.
Oh, so it's even great too, because it's like PVT or like anything with Protoss. It's literally just like, okay, let's fill time until the tech structure is decided, and then let's fill some more time until the tech structure starts doing something. And now we just know exactly what's going to happen, literally up to the 5-minute mark. So yeah, I hope something else interesting happens before that to give us some sort of deviation to talk about. So that would be really great. And finally, we had the same colors, the correct colors from both players. Out of 3 matches, only one of them was able to actually pick the correct colors. So that's great.
Yeah, that's great. So in the correct color, in the top left corner, with the orange color, playing with Protoss versus a random Terran player is Sewer Badger. And in the bottom left corner, the bottom right corner, also from the analysis disk, also with the correct color, with Terran, is Character from Canada.
Absolutely beautiful. Don't worry, character. I was just trolling you. I don't think you're coping. It was just as we call a yoke. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be up to character here, I guess, to decide what he wants to do, as he was told the strategy that Sewer Badger was going to be playing. The Giga Chad himself just dropped it right in chat and said that he would be going 4-gate blink into Colossus each time. So yeah, we'll see what character's response to that is going to be, I guess, as oh my god, he killed the probe. Holy shit. Alright, well that's a nice little start for sure. A character getting the excellent moral edge and also the economic edge here in the first game, in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's definitely always nice to not have a probe running around your base. But yeah, it's a pretty equal match, I think. I mean, character is a bit lower MMR, but I think if he said that he's good with Terran, then I'm gonna believe him. Have the Reaper on the way. We're probably going to see a Twilight being dropped down soon. And,
If we don't, I'd be very concerned.
probably.
The fact
Yeah,
that
they just
we
set up
announce
power.
ourselves going 4-gate blink each game, and then our Twilight is literally as late as humanly possible. Honestly, is already extremely late, because he actually went for his second gas at the wrong time. So he actually doesn't have a gas income coming in. This build is, he's also only mining out of 2 out of 3. This is the most scuffed opener I think I've ever seen by Sewer Badger right now. Literally floating 300 minerals with almost no gas to his name, trying to go for a blink opener. It looks a bit rough here so far. Losing his first probe as well. Yeah, this is an extremely late Twilight Council, if I have to say so.
I have a bunker on the low ground, so character really believed
Oh my
in the
god.
target blink. Are we going to see just a tech lap and the tanks?
It's in such a shitty position too. You could just walk to the top of this. Like, what the fuck? This offends nothing. Oh, I love Pool 4, dude. I love it. Pool 4 is just so good.
Need to introduce Pool 5 in the next season, like under 3k only. Probably.
Oh,
Okay, so
my
we have a
God.
tech lab on the factory, so we will probably see just a tank. The character building 2 more barracks, so it's a 3 racks with tanks. I don't know what to say. The adept is on 69 HP. It's nice.
Nice.
Almost anymore. And we have tanks.
I
Link
love
on the
Gemini,
way at
you know?
350. I have no clue if that's the correct timing, but I'm going to guess no. So we have third and probably fourth gate incoming soon.
Excellent. There we do
Will we
start
kill
to
the
have
mule?
them. What did you
We
say,
should
sorry?
kill a mule. Oh, we did not. We cancelled the shade. The mule was right there.
Oh.
That would be nice.
That would have been a very nice catch, but honestly it's not that big of a deal, because considering character made this CC on the high ground, he's going to be extremely far behind when it comes to economy already. And he's also not even been producing SCVs constantly either, so he's down quite heavily when it comes to those. Even with 2 mules mining, we still have an income advantage here for Sewer Badger. That's not how you want to be sitting as a Terran player usually in this matchup, but regardless, that's what will be happening. We do have the 3 gates with the latest 4-gate and Robo Finnet coming up. Sewer Badger, I'm sorry. I understand this is Pool 4 and, like, you know, we're really supportive and happy that these players are even playing, but this is actually the worst 4-gate blink build I think I've ever seen. I'm questioning where you even saw how to do this build, because literally everything is wrong. And I'm slowly losing my mind watching it.
Okay, so we got a 4th and 5th barracks from character. 3rd CC, eBay. I think character played too much Protoss because he built the barracks as a gate, factory as a tech structure, and forgot about starport. So there is no starport.
Why did we salvage the bunker?
How much the dock? Okay. We don't have a steam and we're moving out with the marines. The tank is just patrolling back and forth between the ramp and the main. We have a okay, the missile turret is actually kind of nice if you know it's coming. I mean, at this level at least.
I mean, the problem though...
I'm gonna see the adept just straight into the marines and kill the tank.
Oh, that could have been good. Oh my god, splash damage. Oh!
Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we still have no starport. Oh, we don't. Sorry, we have a starport on the way with armory. +1 no melee, +1 marine attack. And concussive shells, even though there is no Marauders. Even in production. With the supply blocked. Okay, fair. And now we're going to kill it with an unsieged tanks. What the hell? Like, what is this freaking killer instinct from him? And the warp, oh, the warp got pulled back, but it's going straight into the marines. The warp freeze.
Oh my god. Super Badger, holy shit. Playing with fire right here with this soccer movement. Everything's super low on HP, loses a lot of those units. This move out from character is also absolutely insane because he doesn't have any medevacs to go with it. He's got a 3rd CC behind this as well. Unfortunately, the Immortal getting caught out in the middle of the map here on the rally in front of the tanks and Marines gets killed off very quickly. Thankfully for Sewer, he does have charge, and these Marines are so low from no medevacs that I think we're going to be totally fine as Sewer, and yes, we absolutely are. Charge being extremely good and a nice ability. We'll be able to get on top of those very quickly here, and unfortunately, because of that bunker being salvaged here from character, he's not got much really to fall back to right now, as the Zealots are also able to run past the incomplete wall of the supply depots and just jump right on absolutely everything. This is looking extremely dire for character.
Yeah, the tank did not get repaired and it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of those 6 more zealots being got in Stalkers, Adept, and yeah, even the +1 attack and the 1 medivac that is going to get produced will not help character win this game. Actually, hot position in the SCV is actually nice, but it's not going to do much. 29 workers and GG from character to get the series to a complete disaster.
Oh my god.
For wait, the
Supply
supply block heroes.
Holy shit, dude. Is Team Roddy gonna 6-0 as their final goodbye?
Yeah, he's going to be like a massive goodbye.
All it took for Roddy's team to do well is for Roddy to not play.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is looking really rough here, obviously, for the supply block heroes. Not something that they really wanted in this final series, because again, if they were able to win it, then they would have actually had a pretty decent shot of taking the #1 seed if the Itty Bitty Banana Committee was falling to my team. But now, given the circumstances, there might even be a situation where they get dropped below us, and if we win and go into 2nd place, then they would actually be into 3rd with this terrible map score that they're about to be seeing here. So yeah, this is now really the worst. This is literally the worst possible scenario here for the supply block heroes, who were near guaranteed to keep a top 2 slot coming into this final week, and now are looking like they are potentially going to lose it. It's very likely here.
I mean, yeah, in the best case scenario for them, they are what, -2 map score. So like, it's definitely not good. If you win with like 4-3 or +3, you're just above them. Oh yeah, it's on your team, Gemini, to get the 2nd place, or you can just throw it and make history with the Road Goobers.
It's kind of hilarious too, because with this happening, even if my team loses, which we won't, but just saying, even if we lose, so the Frogify also has a 16-16 map score. So Frogify will literally go, if this is an 06, they will literally go from last place straight to 2nd place in the last 2 weeks of the season. That is absurd to think about.
That would be actually
that is absurd to think about.
Yeah, I mean, the map score of the series is already terrible, so Frogify literally just need to win. If they cannot get 3rd place, basically, because if they get like go for free, I think you win, then they just don't go through, and if you lose, then they go to 2nd.
You're talking about Frogify, or who are you talking about?
Yeah, Frogify.
Yeah, Frogify, we've settled is this: if my team gets to an ace, then Frogify is out. If we don't get to an ace, then we are out. That's the scenario for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Supply is 3-2, Frogify is 2-3. Oh wait, shit, you're right. Never mind. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, actually.
I forgot. Never mind. Unfortunately, the most hilarious situation of all time is not going to happen. Never mind. But the fact that they will still be qualifying with a better map score is also funny in itself.
It's like the Michnek theme. Michnek theme is 2 and 2, and map score is 10 to 16. Thankfully, to some unknown team called Goobers that 6-0'd them in the first week. I don't know if they credit because I didn't play, but my team.
Goober leader, this is Goober 3. We're about to do the funniest thing possible in the first week of the season and then lose the rest of the other games. Over.
No. We come back. We go to the playoffs. You don't know. It's so bad.
Yeah. You guys said that last season too, and then some interesting events happened.
I wasn't. I mean, it was the Takua.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
You can't do the same joke that made me die yesterday, Tammy or Ardent. You have to do something a little different. Also because that one doesn't really sound as funny as the first one. What the fuck is character doing? What the hell? What is this eBay? What the fuck?
Production. Robot is playing Zerg, he's just freaking cut up as Link though or something.
Oh my god, dude, this is a straight up Wings of Liberty build that I'm looking at right now. What the fuck?
Yeah, maybe it's 2-on-1, but no.
Oh my god.
It's 3 barracks. There's no factory this time. Okay, so we are not going to talk about the game because there is going to be fucking Blink, but the Twilight Council is quicker this time. There's no Blink yet.
Yeah.
Possible. But just what character is doing is.
Wait, what? We were chasing the SCV and then we just let it leave. Wait, what? What's happening? Okay. Hello? There's an SCV in our base sewer. Okay, never mind.
So the 3 Marines are going to get shaded through, and the Adept. Oh, the Adept is actually going to get surrounded.
This is a fucking Metal Gear Solid Adept over here. What the fuck? These Marines are being like, yeah, I didn't see anything. Like,
maybe definitely went around, but I think they easily went through. Well, that's through. 3 Marines surely can kill an Adept. Oh, they don't get one shot yet.
Oh, sick micro on the Adept, or the Marine, I mean.
Yeah.
Alright, this 4-gate blink is looking a little bit better than last game for sure, but still terrible, but is definitely better than last game, which is really not saying very much at all, but it's at least saying something, so that's good. Character, on the other hand, again, going for this extremely strange, super giga-fast eBay opener, and going for the turret in both 3 turrets, in fact, on the map when we have been told by our opponent that we are going for 4-gate blink, and we also scouted both the Twilight and Robo, with the Twilight researching blink as well. So a very interesting strategic decision, thinking that his opponent is bluffing so hard going 4-gate blink when everything is being shown to us that it is 4-gate blink and we're still expecting a DT drop.
To be fair, he didn't specify what blink. It could be DT blink.
That's a great point. That's a great point, Tolo.
It could be 4-gate DT blink.
Scoober 3, that was an excellent point. Over. Dude, why does character not fill up these walls? What the fuck? Come on. There we go.
Let's go. Improvement. Maybe we're going to get a reactor on the starport as well, so we can heal the units with more medevac. It's actually so surprising to me that like he has no production for half the game and he's not floating. Like, in my games, I don't make a hatchery for 20 seconds and I look in the right top corner, I have 1500 minerals.
I mean, to be fair, he's also just not making SCVs as half of it, I think.
Oh,
and
yeah.
also, hilariously, like 3 of them are idle. 5 of them. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 idle SCVs at 6 minutes in the game from character. What the fuck?
Yeah, we're building more turrets. That's the plan.
What is this pylon?
You know that pylons are cheaper than
What the
warp
fuck? Bro, this game is just... Oh my god. Holy shit, the surprise blink into an entire army of Terran Bio.
Ooh. And we kill the Pylon. Let's go. I will go back. I mean, he plays the Pylon because it's cheaper than the Warp Ring. Almost 3 times cheaper.
So true. So true.
Okay, so we are probably going to get Colossus at least out this game. I don't know if they will be in time to do something. But like, the supply of character is actually looking good. Do we have concussive shells? We don't. Okay. Yeah, we're not catching those stalkers.
Okay, he's
We're
trying to
on
get
the
mines.
Okay.
I'm wondering how well these mines are going to do here. I'm really looking forward to see if we're actually going to be seeing more friendly splash damage than enemy splash damage. That's what I'm very curious about whenever these fights do end up happening here. But Sewer Badger on the back end will be getting his third base set up here. He is got the Robo Blade and double Robo already as well, with 0 Colossus currently on the field or in production, as he's extremely busy trying to micro 6 Stalkers against an entire Bio army and then losing them in the process. So it would be really nice if we could spend our nearly 2,000 resources here as Sewer Badger to potentially throw this army away, but amazingly I think it's not actually going to matter because character has stimmed this army about 7,000 times with but a single medevac to heal all of them up, and has now thrown all of his units into the meat grinder of Zealots and Stalkers, and somehow has found a way to come out at a disadvantage in this scenario.
So the Zealots are going across. He will probably close the depot up. I mean, it does not look great, even though the army supply looks is bigger for character. But look at the missile tower, getting the value.
Where is the army supply of character? Like, what I'm so confused.
Bunkers? I don't know.
He's got 2 in a bunker, he's got some in production, I guess, and a bunch of it on the high ground. And there's mines as well. There's a random mine on the map. There's some mines up here. Character, we have an entire army killing our natural. What are we doing in our main here? There we go. Okay, it's finally responding with the units here to try and defend this, but...
SCVs again, but he's only Stalker, so the SCVs are not going to just die. Oh, he's dropping Zealot. No, it's Marines. I thought it's freaking SCVs dropping, not all the other. What is happening? You have like 3 Marauders, 2 Marines. With mines in the main, just burrows. They're not responsive to the F2. We just kill the Warpers with mines. Oh, we don't. Sorry. Okay, so character held it, but at what cost? He's 20 workers down, 1 base down, no production. Okay, actually he has a bit of production. But you know what he has? +1/+1, and Sewer Badger doesn't. Don't even have a forge, I think. He doesn't. So a massive upgrade advantage for character. Double eBay in the back with the armory ready to start 2-2. Actually has a third base. I can see it going both ways actually. It's definitely Sewer Badger favored, but it's pool 4. We have mentioned this already, and we have Liberators in production, even though we have 3 Medivacs. We are going to build Liberators. Yeah. We have Colossus on the way, so what Sewer Badger said might be correct, that we will see Colossus Zealot Stalker versus the Bio army of character, which contains of Marauders and at the moment Marauders and 2 Marines, so I think the Zealots will do pretty well.
Yeah, I would imagine so, to be honest. I mean, we finally have, after what has been about 5 or maybe about 4 minutes of this Robo-Bay being finished, 2 Colossi actually entering the field. So we finally remembered that we did go for those. This is incredible here. I mean, character now thinking that he's playing only against a mass Gateway Man army will be extremely surprised to see a shit ton of Colossi suddenly hitting the field, and will have exactly 0 Vikings to actually deal with them. So I'm imagining the follow-up attack is going to be extremely difficult. Nice split off actually by Sewer Badger. That's just pretty nice. Gets the blink onto the medevac, will potentially kill it off. Oh, 1 hit away. It's very unfortunate, but a nice little defense there of the second Widowmine drop is very good here. Oh my god, the double Widowmine and double Liberator going on the left side should be interesting here.
Shift clicking.
And
okay.
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 Sure.
We have the thermal lance actually, he did not forget. So that's impressive. And now I see Superbrother got Sound, but he doesn't have upgrades and character does, so we have to see. Double Forge in the back of his main. And with his +2 from character, okay. And oversaturated natural, undersaturated third. Building a civil, building liberators, building bio army. I think Superbrother can just go to the toilet, get a break, come back, and A move. Or it might not be the case. I don't know, the character just turns into Clem and I don't know, summons.
Bro, I don't even think Clem can find a way to win this game, I'll be honest.
I mean, depending versus who. Versus Superbrother, he would probably still win. I'm not taking anything from Superbrother. It's just Clem.
I would be blown away if Clem could win this game from this position as the Terran player.
And if you ask Koblet, he can win any position, so...
It's true. Alright, here come the Disruptor shots to break the bunker. I was honestly hoping... What the fuck? I was hoping to see the Disruptors kill his own army. We have the mass eBay wall to deny the zones.
But it's not. Okay. We have the Liberator. Okay, look at those mines. They will be massive. Boom. The Zen was actually being separated from the whole army, and the Kosai are just killing at the CC.
Actually, now that I look at this, maybe Clem would have won this game.
Yeah, Clem would.
Maybe Clem would have actually been able to win this game. Look, there's 2 more mines as well back here not doing anything.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a world. I mean...
There is a world. Okay, yeah. 12 more Stalkers warping in. I don't think one Liberator can hold all those Stalkers. 2 Liberators though, it's a different story. But... yeah. It looks like we will have the second 6-0 of the season in the match between Rottweilers and Supply Block here. Which lived up to this name, because the amount of Supply Block from character was definitely a lot. The Disruptor is killing everything, and GG is about to be called because it's not Xenodactyl character.
There it is.
GG, well played. And
oh, and he gets the reply, GG. Oh, quick fingers from Sewer.
And the reply, GG. So,
what an amazing game.
Not what I was expecting.
No, not
Especially
at all.
I don't want to say that the first series took like as long as the first 2. I mean,
that game lasted longer, yes, than the first 2 series.
About the whole rest.
Yeah, that was incredible. I'm actually curious. I actually want to hold up. I need to change my observer settings real quick. Okay, that game was 13 minutes. Okay, never mind. Legoland versus Xeno, the one where he coped super hard, was also 12 minutes. So let's say not that map.
12 minutes, okay.
Without that map, so it was 14 minutes. We had 4 minutes, 2 4-minute games from the New Horizons, so that's 8 minutes. And then we have 5 minutes and 8 minutes from the Sewer Badger, and then the other Legoland, which is, what? That's like 13 minutes?
Yeah.
So yeah. The point is that it was extremely short games today, so.
Yes.
Regardless, a 6-0 for the Rottweilers on their way out from the season. Unfortunately, eliminated, but not without putting some massive repercussions into the group as they leave. So they will be slamming the door on the others as they are on their way out here, making sure that Supply Block Heroes have as difficult of a time securing a higher seed as they possibly could. So that means then, if my team is able to win, then we will actually be taking a 2nd place finish here in the group. And if my team loses, then Frogify will be taking the 3rd place. And even after that appalling show by the Supply Block Heroes, they will still be in 2nd place after that. So an interesting setup, of course, for the final parts of this group, for sure. But that is how the match will end here. Tolo, thank you so much for joining me here on the casting desk. Sorry that you kind of got one of the worst series of all time to cast, but that's just kind of how it goes every now and then. So, yeah, but thank you for joining me here. It was nice to have you on the cast. You did a great job. Any thoughts or final things to say as we close this out here.
Yeah, thank you for the invite, of course, for like, accepting my petition to cast, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun, even though there was not a lot of Zerg players and a lot of Protoss players. It was still fun to cast, and maybe you will see me in playoffs if there is an option to do that. And I want a shout out to Seb, my favorite Rottweiler player. Yeah, love you, Seb. Thank you, Gemini, for casting with me.
Excellent. Awesome. Thank you so much again. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you later. There's not more than one person, but anyways, bye-bye. Excellent. Perfect segue by me as we then go over to the desk, waiting with the other players that just were playing. Of course, they were not playing live, but it was replays, but it is what it is.
Yep.
Character, a bit unfortunate for you there, losing out 0-2 to some interesting pushes throughout the map, for sure.
I will keep it succinct because both games can be described by the same analysis. My macro sucked, my build sucked, I didn't need to move out, I overstimmed my Marines, I could have chilled and took my third, and the worst part, I didn't even notice those idle SCVs.
Dude, that was hilarious.
Yeah. But it is what it is. Is like, of course, the one game I play on the mainstream, I bomb, and I go 1-1 against who should be the tougher opponents in my group, but I don't know. It is what it is. I hope I don't play. I hope I don't play that badly next week.
No, I'm sure you'll be back on it. This has been a little bit of a wake-up call for you, I think, to not choose your worst race willingly in a matchup that you don't actually have to do that in, so that's also another thing.
I mean, if there's no stakes, I don't care. I'm like, we're going at a worst-case scenario, we go out third anyway. The moment there's no stakes, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do whatever.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, that's going to put the Supply Block Heroes in an awkward position, like I was saying before, but congratulations to Sewer Badger, though, for your team finally getting another win here on the mainstream. A 6-0 at that. Really the least expected thing, I think, from the entire series here. How did it feel dumpstering character?
Terrible. My opening was terrible.
Wait, what?
My video was terrible.
I don't see the wins.
I feel like in the moment, you had to have felt pretty good, though.
Oh, he just did the most brutal thing.
Win. Yeah, sure, but it's just looking at it now. All I can see is just I could have gotten the gases more efficiently mined much sooner. It was a mess just looking at it.
You're not wrong, but you did win, and character is literally listening to you say all this right now live, and you are
Also,
pouring salt directly into the wound.
Didn't you say, like, in voice chat that you were a god at 4-gate blink?
Yeah,
Oh
though
my God.
everyone has their delusions.
This is so funny.
True. That's fair enough.
This is hilarious. I mean, be proud of your win, Sewer. Of course, it's nothing perfect, but Pool 4 is, it's Pool 4. We can't expect perfection, I can't talk, from any of you guys. It's totally fine. But you take the dub, and you did it, and you ended it with a nice 6-0 for your team, so that's excellent for you to have a nice little statement on your way out, so that's totally cool. But yeah, unfortunately, the Rottweilers will be eliminated here, so this will be the last time we're seeing them here on the streams. Sewer, do you have any thoughts, I guess, just in general about how the season went and what it was like playing with Roddy and just anything about the season?
Honestly, I mean, for the most part, I had a really good coach for PvP. Uncle Toby is absolutely fantastic. We each coming into this, we each knew that we were going to be the at least Legoland Man and I, we were the underdog. Legoland Man, he was feeling rusty. Well, the MMR speaks for itself as far as my case goes. But yeah, pulling out what we did in that final week. I mean, we went out, but we went out with the fucking dynamite bang.
That is so true. That's absolutely correct. Yeah, I mean, character, I guess you'll be joining us again for the deciding matches in a little bit, as a couple weeks as well. So you'll have some more chances to redeem yourself and also to potentially get your team into the playoffs. What are you hoping for in the playoffs next, or in the deciding matches, I should say, in a couple weeks?
I'm sure the rest of my team will carry me, and then I will just be like coping 20 minutes into a lost game. Too long. But the rest of my team will carry me because they are Giga Chads, and yeah, that's about it.
I think you'll.
Also,
I think
also,
you'll,
congrats on the 6-0, by the way.
Oh,
Going out of.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
certain you're. I think you'll take some 2-0s. At least, week
I mean,
1, 2, and 3. I think you'll go 2-0.
I don't have a track record of 2-0ing an ATP. Let's say that much.
I'll eat a shoe if you do. If you don't, and if you do, I'm willing to pick up.
Listen.
shoe.
Here's what's gonna happen. USP is gonna get out of group in 3rd place. We're gonna get out in 3rd place, and then I'm gonna lose 0-2 to Echo Soldier. That's what's gonna happen. That's my prediction.
That's the most cursed. Why would you even wish that upon yourself?
Did you see? I don't wish it, but did you see the last game?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
I mean, your build made more sense than mine. Let's just go. Let's just say that much.
Did it
Did it though?
Yeah, it did. It was a 3-1-1. I mean, the playoffs. Okay,
The eBay second after a barracks into a late as fuck medevac push.
It made sense. It made more sense than what I was doing.
No, I'm gonna.
It'll make sense in the next patch.
That's a no
I'm
for me,
playing in
dog.
the future.
That's a no for me, dog.
Fuck. I don't know.
I will
Anyways.
eagerly be
You'll win.
waiting for the
Somehow.
Latvian facts
You'll
as
win
the
in the
neighbor
most-
says Guitar King.
You'll win in the most character way possible, and that is with the 2-0 and
So
doing all
what
the
is
cheap
wait,
stuff you
hold
can-
up. What is the most character way possible? Describe this to me.
Maybe not the most efficient early game, but early game solid enough to get you an advantage mid game, where you absolutely wipe the floor with Echo Soldier. Wipe the floor with whoever comes after him. And as you your opponents in the final round. And
Listen,
then you take
if I'm
them
going
down.
2-0, the game probably ended in 5 minutes. That's all I'm saying.
Nice.
Still mid game, because there's a second base involved at that point, right?
Yes. The
Surely.
mid game when the opponent takes their natural.
Yeah, surely.
The Zerg takes his natural. Oh, it's the mid game now. See, there's more than one base.
Yeah. And I'm just, I don't know. I'm just kind of depressed about, I'm looking at this game that I play. I'm just like, I'm really proud of it. And I
Fuck
just
you,
look at it
Samurai.
like, what the fuck is this trash fire?
Yeah. Don't take it too heavy. That's the memes. It's just the stream thing, right? Where we have to take a little
I might
shit
write a lot.
on some of the some of the lower league players. It's just kind of fun in games, but in at the bottom of our hearts, we
That's the
appreciate
fun
you
of the
guys,
locals, man.
and we are glad to see you guys playing, and it's always nice to see. So,
Game 1, of me versus Angrath was a banger because of all the mistakes. It just turned into a really scrappy game.
It is true. It is true. Thank you, by the way, Takua, for the subscription with the Itty Bitty Banana Committee. It's the first time I messed up saying that in a long time. But yes, thank you so much for the 11 months. Very much appreciated. But also on that, I'm going to be ending it here as we are about done with this match. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me here on the analyst desk as always. Any
for having me
parting words, Mr. Character?
Thanks for having me on. Hopefully I did a better job, or at least was more entertaining than the previous weeks. I hope you guys sign up for the analyst desk, or I don't know, some threat. I'll think of a threat later. But sign up
Sure.
for the analyst desk. God damn it!
So true. Sewer,
You will be solely responsible for wrecking my sleep schedule. It's not my fault. It's yours.
Yeah, it's definitely not your fault, that's for sure. Sewer, any parting words here after your exceptional 2-0 play?
Kick ass and chew bubblegum, or chew ass and kick bubblegum, whichever one makes more sense in this scenario. Y'all are kick ass people. Have a good time. GG's. Well played. Good luck out.
Excellent. I'll be honest, I'm more of a... Never mind. Okay, thank you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. I was going to make a terrible joke, and then I decided not to because I don't want to get clipped. Great. That's a 6-0 there for the Rottweilers in their final match of the season as they've been eliminated. Supply Block Heroes will be moving on to the Deciders matches in a few weeks, but their place in the group is yet to be decided as my team, Rain Disruptors, against the Itty Bitty Banana Committee is still happening, and the entirety of Group B is hinging on that match particularly. So hopefully my team will be able to get the 3 wins necessary that they need to throw us into the Deciders match and not to lose. So that way we can continue and also to curb stomp the Frogify hopes and dreams. As for some reason, my team has been tasked as the gatekeeper team both seasons. Last time we denied the Goobers from making it all the way from last place into the playoffs. And this season we are tasked with yet the same exact task. This time the team being Frogify coming back down from the last team of the group and now waiting to see if my team would end up allowing them to move on or not. So very excited to see what ends up happening there, of course, but that will be on another stream at another time. For now, that is going to be everything. Like I said yesterday, the deciding matches, and I'll look at the bracket again really quick so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about here really quick. So, normally what was going to happen is that next weekend, the deciding matches were going to be played, where the first, second, and third place of each group is playing against each other to determine how they seed into the playoffs here. And because of the Tasteless Stormgate Showdown, which is happening on these 2 dates, I will not be available to cast the ATL, so this is getting bumped back 1 week, essentially. So this will be next week, this will be in 2 weeks, and the playoffs will be in 3 weeks. So that is what's going to be going on moving forward. So there will be no ATL broadcast this upcoming weekend. It will be pushed back a week, so that way that could get, get any issues with that. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you everybody for joining me here for yet another ATL broadcast. We are going to be sending it over somewhere else, as I think Bold Mulja was not quite ready to start up his stream either, which is a bit sad. So you can find him another time when he does eventually go live, but you can go to the Discord to find out when that is. So yeah. Awesome. Okay, I'll see you guys later, and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are and all that good stuff. Bye-bye.